the Jungian feminine and masculine archetypes in a joint exhibition, and it's titled Anima-Animus, has opened at the artSPACE Durban and runs until the 13th of June. Now, artist Swany joins us now from our Durban studios. Tell us more about the exhibition. Am I saying correctly? Is it Swany or Swany?
Swany level. It's Swany.
And why specifically in small letters? I was specifically told that it's in small letters.
It's I use Swany as my artist persona. So Swany is the artist that will do the things that Andrew Swanepoel, which is my name, Swany will do those things that Andrew Swanepoel is unable to do. But keeping it in small letters keeps me grounded, so that I don't develop an ego.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let's talk about this exhibition that with Bernice Stott. What inspired this exhibition?
Bernice and I met last year. I exhibited at artSPACE, and I presented a lot of my old student work. And she saw some of that and was really interested, because I tend to question gender issues, and I have a strong affinity with feminist issues. And she was really drawn to that. So we started discussing her interest in feminist issues. And from there, we started talking about having an exhibition together. And with Anima-Animus, which is Jungian theory, it questions those same gender issues that we're both interested in. The anima is the feminine within the male, and the animus is the masculine within the feminine, in the female.
And what were the highlights of working with Bernice on something this close to your heart?
I learned a lot, because working in such close proximity with another artist, and especially a female artist, and an artist as accomplished as Bernice is. She's been doing it a lot longer than I have. It was almost like an apprenticeship for me. And obviously she has a couple of degrees as well, you know. For me, yeah, it was like an apprenticeship. She taught me a lot.
And what is it about the art that of Dorothy that inspired the exhibition so much?
Dorothy Ianon was an artist from the 60s and 70s, just when second feminist wave was coming through. She was an uneducated artist. In other words, she wasn't tutored in any art. She was fascinated with art, but never received instruction in it. So her work is very naive. She tends to draw badly, if that's a word I can use, but goes straight to the point. You know, she really goes to the center of what she's speaking about. She uses a lot of symbolism, which is what we try to use in our exhibition, because we're talking about things that don't have images, psychological issues. To create images for those is what we needed to do, and that is what Ianon does, Dorothy Ianon does.
And what is the tone and feel, though, of Anima-Animus?
As I said, Bernice does the animus side, which is the female exploring the masculine within herself, and I'm doing the male, so I'm exploring the feminine within myself. And what we try to do is not to be too literal and illustrative. In other words, Jung says that there are 4 archetypes in the male: the king, the warrior, the lover, and the wise man. Now, those words have symbols attached to them, that if you hear that word, you imagine the king. The difficulty for us was to present something like that without being too illustrative. In other words, just drawing a king. So we had to find other ways to present those things without boring the audience when they come into a gallery. So what I did is in my side is I did a performance. I took photographs of those, and using significant gestures. In other words, for this position, I was a king. And for me, that portrayed the regalness of a person who is a king. And then I took those and translated them into embroidery, which is often associated with the feminine. So those subtle things are ways that we indicated that I was dealing with the feminine and she was dealing with the masculine.
All right. Swany, sir, thank you so much for talking to us. He's a Durban artist speaking to us about his joint exhibition with Bernice Stott. It's titled Anima-Animus, which is on at the artSPACE Durban until the 13th of June. Let's take a nap break. We'll give you sports news after this. Stay with us.